What's going on, all my crypto hunters? I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with cryptocurrency. I know you guys might be hearing so many things about inflation recently on the news and so many other things involved with, COVID and all this bad news basically that we've heard to end off the year of 2021. But in 2022, I believe that things are going to change in a rapid rate. I don't know about socially, but economically, if you're playing smart, you're going to invest where the big investors are investing in. I'm talking about banks. Banks that rule the world are investing into these currencies. News came out today that institutional investors have changed their position on holding gold and turning to Bitcoin. So that's just a short little excerpt of what's going on recently. Just, sideways trading. The whole market is sideways. Bitcoin is only at 46,000. We've been sideways for how many weeks now? Ever since we brought down, we've been in this range here. Right? From, let's just say 52,000 to 45,000. Just to end off the year, we didn't do anything. We just been going down. But here's something I want to show you guys. And you could even see it on Bitcoin as well. In Bitcoin, we're in this downward channel here. Same downward channel that pushed us up back in August. Okay, right here. Downward channel. Very similar. Not exactly the same, but very similar. And after that, we had a huge candle. Went up at least 60 to or 45% that time. Same downward channel here. I didn't draw it here, but from 64 to roughly $28,000, the whole summer basically was a downward channel. Same thing that's going on here, and same thing that's going on here. Now, Bitcoin can only trade sideways for but so long. But as you can see, over the past couple weeks, we cannot go below this horizontal orange line that I've drawn here at 45,000. We wicked below at 42,000 over here at this candle, but since then we have not gone that low. And that's because investors, the Bitcoin bulls, they are not allowing Bitcoin to drop to these levels. As you can see in these past couple days, look at these candles. This candle did virtually nothing all day. Same thing with this candle yesterday. Did nothing. Today. Basically did nothing all day. Let's look at it 1 minute chart. Look, since this morning, we really haven't done anything. We went from 45.7. Oh, I'm sorry. Since this morning, we've been falling. So just want to tell you guys, this is happening in all markets. So there are some coins that pop off, great buying opportunities as well. All around the board, really. Everything's on discount. But I just wanted to quickly show you guys DOGECOIN, okay? Because DOGECOIN's chart is very, very interesting on the daily chart. So I have drawn here this huge descending triangle. Ever since DOGECOIN hit 74 cents in April, it has been trading down. We've been in this long consolidation period, okay? And there's a point where we needed to break out of the apex of this triangle here, but we didn't. We fell below and went to 13 cents. Now, if you look at just this area here, doesn't this look like Bitcoin to you? I mean, look, we had a strong wick down on the same time. At the same time, we had a strong wick down. It looks like Bitcoin's dump wick that we recently had in the past couple months. And then we've been trading between 22 cents and 15 cents. But now I have drawn here with this very, very, very long descending trend line ever since 74 or 70 cents. Every single time we've touched this trend line, we've got rejected. We got rejected here, went down a little bit. Okay. We got rejected here, went down a little bit. Got rejected here, went down a little bit. Got rejected completely. Okay. We keep getting rejected at these areas. Right here. But I want to show you that these rejections are necessary because they're trying to squeeze all the retail investors out of the game. This is now big money, okay? Not like the stock market, but big money is involved, and has always been involved. But big money, people that didn't believe in Bitcoin last year now believe in DOGECOIN and all these other coins this year. So they have their money in this. And as you can see, just by technical analysis, I have here drawn in this orange polygon is the inverse head and shoulders. Now, inverse head and shoulders is when you have downward trend of a small shoulder here. Okay, you have a neckline where there's usually a strong wick down, but it's not below, it's not at 13 cents, but it's a strong wick below the first shoulder here. Okay, and it had a strong wick at 15, 16, and then that day to start, it was at 15.5 and went all the way to 22 cents that day. So that signaled, at that very point, there was buying pressure at those levels, right? But to complete this pattern, there was a little bit more manipulation. So it went down, and we tested around those same levels that we tested back over here. This is around 16.25. This is 15.96. Over here, it's 16.15 and 16.14. Those are the lows of this other shoulder. So you can see here that there's, a small downward shoulder here, gets a long neckline, pumps up, goes back down, and then has another shoulder here before buying pressure continues, but doesn't go below the previous shoulder. This is an inverse head and shoulder, and it's a bullish pattern that has been seen in many cryptos. And statistically speaking, if all things pan out, it shows that there is a bullish reversal coming. Now, as you can see, we broke down the other day, right on right on Christmas. Christmas was a red day for Bitcoin and all other cryptos. But Dogecoin broke down from this inverse head and shoulders. But respectfully, it is now in this Bollinger Band. This is the Bollinger Band, this yellow, blue, and purple line that follows the price of cryptocurrencies, showing you the ranges of where things are bullish and things are bearish. So, kind of like here, back in October, when something squeezes like this, when there's, these three lines get really, really tight, that means the buying and selling pressure is so tight that it has to explode. Okay? And right on this day, October 22nd, it was 24 cents. Okay? Squeezed up a little bit, went down, and had a huge pump. Okay, all the way to 34 cents. So that's 26% right there you can take on a profit trade. Or just hold long term. Let's say if you were buying here at like 24 cents or even at 20 cents down here. That's a nice pop where you can take profits where you can be roughly up 69%. That's a 69% trade within a month. And that's how you play cryptocurrencies. Okay? So if you look here, this Bollinger Band is getting really tight. Okay, we had a spike over here around the 14th of December last year. And now, respectfully, we have respected this downward trend line that needs to be broken in order for Dogecoin to continue. But we are now in this very, very tight channel of the Bollinger Band, which only can go one way or the other. Now you can also see on the MACD here at the bottom, okay, it's all buying pressure. Everything is starting to squeeze to a very certain point. And there's going to be a moment where we look at cryptocurrencies, and almost all cryptocurrencies will look like this. Hold on one second. Almost all cryptocurrencies will look like this. I'm talking about the rest of the Bollinger Band. Okay. That's what the Bollinger Band can look like. Okay, guys. So Dogecoin can continue to trade in this, sideways formation for quite a while. But I have some, just by technical analysis, I have a hunch that if we break this long downward trend line ever since 74 cents that we've been getting rejected off of since April, which is right here, around the 8th or the 9th of January, if we break, or anywhere near that, if we break that resistance, that downward trend line, we are extremely bullish on Dogecoin at that very moment. And it could be right around next week, like I've shown here in the Bollinger Bands, that Dogecoin can spiral up out of this squeeze and take a massive rip up. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You can message me in the Patreon. Don't forget to look at my Instagram and leave any comments in below if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have a good night.